Hi, how you doing? Welcome to the OT, and the OT is just a way for us to spend the week, and we're going to be doing it every Thursday. We're going to be posting a video that kind of discusses a subject from our last sermon from the preceding Sunday. So we're going to try to take something that we wanted to expand on, or perhaps something that we didn't touch, but we wish we could have touched. And the OT is just always going to have something new that is based on what we discussed this last Sunday. So this last Sunday we started our series called "You Drive Me Crazy," which is a reflection on relationships and what God expects from us in relationships. And this specific week, our theme was a call to community. That we were called to love one another, to engage in relationships. So we talked about how Jesus died not only so that relationship with God will be better, so we will have a relationship with God, but he also died so that we will have relationship with each other, and that's an essential part of the gospel. So it's not good enough to say, well, I'm just going to love God and forget everybody else. That's just not what Jesus had in mind. You can very see this. You can see this very clearly in John chapter 13, verses 34 and 35, where he says, I'm going to give you a new commandment. You've been around me for the last couple of years, and I want to give you a new commandment. I think you're ready for this, and is that I want you to love each other as I love you. You've seen how I love. Now love each other as I love you. And the reason why is because through this, people are going to see that you actually are my disciples, that you're my disciples. And so there are very specific characteristics about the way that Jesus loved, that he wants to see and he wants other people to be able to see. We are going to become witnesses to him. So that brings up the question, how exactly did Jesus love? What exactly was special or different about the way that Jesus loved? And although we could talk for a long time about this, I just want to take one specific characteristic, and that is that Jesus' love was undeserved. There was nothing that the people around Jesus did in order to receive this love. So you can see it very clearly. Zacchaeus goes up in the tree. He did not deserve not only not Jesus' love, but probably not everybody's love. He was a publican. He was taking money away, stealing money away, literally stealing money away from the people who were in his own community in the name of Rome to be able to, and he would pocket some of that money. So there was no reason for Jesus to pay attention to him. That's the reason he was hiding in a tree when he walked by. We see the demon-possessed man. Jesus, he can even put thoughts together well. He can even speak. But yet Jesus seeks him and works with him. And we have, for example, the Samaritan woman at the well, hiding in the middle of the day, going to the well when she knew nobody was going to be around, so that she could get her water and not run into anybody else. And Jesus engaged her, despite the fact that not only she's Samaritan, but she's actually a sinful woman who had made really bad decisions in her life. And the man that she was at the time was not her husband. So we look at this and we see a constant. There's a number of examples more that we could look at, but we see a Jesus that is not only starting relationship, but he's starting relationship with people who don't deserve it, who cannot make a claim to Jesus for that love. And that is critical. And the reason for that is critical is because we understand the concept of loving. We understand the concept. We have a fairly good understanding of loving at times, but we tend to believe that people need to earn our love or deserve our love for us to give it to them. And that's the part where it's different. Our love is a little bit different to what Jesus loved. Because clearly and consistently, Jesus offered love to people who did not deserve it. So we say things like, well, if you love me, I love you. If you respect me, I respect you. If you say hi to me, then I would say hi to her. But that's not what Jesus did. And if we are going to be his disciples, then that has to be one of our characteristics, that we reach out to people who do not even deserve it. So the question for us that we're going to be exploring for the rest of the series is a very key question. It is the question that is begs from this verse. Can people tell that you're a disciple of Christ by the way that you love others? And the way that you love others it clearly has to reflect this one characteristic that we just looked at. That we need to love people even when they don't deserve it. Even when they have done things that show that they are not care that much about you, and you got to be one of the ones who are seeking that relationship. So it's not good enough for us to sit on the sidelines and see if they call us, see if they seek us, see if they answer. No, we got to step up. We got to go to the tree, say, Zacchaeus, come down. We're going to eat with you. We got to go to the shore and find the demon-possessed man. And we got to go to the well and find the Samaritan woman and reach to her. So the question is, who in your life is undeserving of your love, but God's still asking you to give it? And how are you reflecting the way that Jesus loved and the way that you love people around you? We're going to continue this conversation on Sunday and then again on Thursday on the OT. And I just pray that this series will be a blessing to you. May God bless you, and we'll see you again in the OT.